What's up, everybody? My name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon, crypto universe. Today is Tuesday, August 8th. And yes, we're going to be talking about DeGods NFT collection on Ethereum again. Why? Because tomorrow is August 9th, and that is going to be the beginning of Season 3. How exciting is that? Now, this has been one of the most anticipated events, not just within DeGods. I'm talking about the Ethereum NFT ecosystem. Now, a lot of anticipation has been happening for the release of this artwork and possibly other news within Frank's team. Now, Frank is the founder of DeGods, and in this video, I just want to share with you just briefly concise what sales we've been seeing over the past few days. Also, how other founders or other people within the crypto Twitter space have been kind of talking and sharing their opinions about this collection. And also at the very end of the video, we want to share with you why the community is holding strong, why the community tends to hold these events that are happening around the world. We're talking about in real life events that are very fun, very unique. And as always, you need to stick around to the very end to hear my conclusion and statement. And so be sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page. And most importantly, please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I will never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or email. So please be careful and invest safely. So guys and girls, let's get right into it. Right now, floor price is hovering still around 9.45 Ethereum. Now, there are 1% of these NFTs listed on the floor as we speak. I've even seen this drop as low as 0.9%. Now, with that said, these NFTs, you have to look out for the greatest rarities and also the ones that have the most points. So if you click on any of these NFTs, you have to be sure to look out for the ones that have the most points. Preferably anything over 350,000 points is preferred. But having 286 saved, for instance, for this NFT is not too bad. The founder has stressed to the holders that no matter what, you need to accumulate these NFTs in order to get as many points as you can, because the points do matter. Now, let's look at the overall sales volume. Now, we're seeing sales within the minute, some selling for around 16,000 US dollars, 18,000, 20,000, so forth, so on, 17,000. Again, there's people that are buying these rare traits, if it's like a Joker face, if it's like a gold skin trait, and the list goes on and on. So let's talk about these sales. So one of these sales was this one that was sold for 10.15 Ethereum, roughly 18,000 US dollars. Why? I think it's because it has the robot eye, it has the gold skin trait, and also the Boy Scout suit. Let's talk about another NFT that sold recently, and that's this one that has this amazing hat trait, sold for 11 Ethereum. That's 20,000 US dollars. So I think there are some holders out there, people who want to find the best traits possible, because possibly later on down the future, if Season 3 artwork is amazing, or the announcements that Frank is going to give to us for Season 3 happens within the week that makes this collection so bullish, this probably could fetch for a good return on investment. So let's talk about another sale, and that happened with this one. This NFT sold for 10 Ethereum. Really great deal in my opinion, because it has this amazing background, plus the Joker face, which is also a great rarity. Now, let's go into some supporters, some founders who have been talking about this collection. Now, Luca Nett is the founder of Pudgy Penguins. Pudgy Penguins is an NFT collection on Ethereum and has found a way to merge their NFTs and utilize it in connection with their toys, their in real life toys that they sell on Amazon and other kid toy stores. And these are major collectibles. The fact that he says Season 3 will be a win is absolutely amazing, given the fact that this is somebody who is a legit founder who tends to build, makes things happen, and is definitely one of those first collectible IP NFTs that is leading the game. And then we also got to talk about Whale Swoosh. Now, Whale Swoosh said, I really hope that DeGods Season 3 will be a success. Bags aside, we just need a big W or big win in the Web3 again. No pressure though. Now, why does he say that? It's because there is a lot of pressure out there. If we got to talk about the pressure, the whole NFT market has taken a huge tumble in terms of finding new liquidity to enter in its ecosystem. Not just within Ethereum, we're talking about Solana, Polygon, Bitcoin, Ordinals, everything regarding NFTs. There hasn't been anything exciting or incentive for people to want to stay around, and we're seeing a lot of different floor prices of these different NFT collections of all sorts drop substantially, almost like 90%. Now, people talking about that pressure, let's see what Eric had to say. He says no NFT founder has had more pressure than Frank does with Season 3. After the Azuki disaster, which was basically Azuki Elemental NFTs came after Azuki, and when Azuki Elementals were announced, oh my gosh, we saw so much dumping of that NFT collection that floor price literally dumped Azuki Elemental's floor price, but also Gen 1 Azuki as well. That was just such a bloodbath in my personal opinion. Continuing on, it says the extended bear and the lack of confidence in NFTs. If DeGods flops, it's GG's for the NFT PFP space for a while. Godspeed, Frank. So again, obviously people are like, wow, even though this is one of the most hypest anticipated events of the NFT space, especially given the fact that this is happening tomorrow, we are hoping that it is going to be something that is substantial to bring new eyes, new interest, but also maybe a new meta for other NFT founders to kind of follow the same formula to help build the success of their own NFT collections and also brands and companies. Now, who's talking negatively about this collection coming out tomorrow? We're talking about DeGods. And that person is named Prof Leo ETH. Now, this person has roughly around 3,000 followers. And what's interesting is that he actually started this kind of, I wouldn't say engagement farming, but it's okay to hear people's opinions. Because he says, sell the effing hype. It's not worth waiting for whatever they release. It's never worth it. And I think the reason he says that is because it's kind of buy the rumor, sell the news. So that's a very well-known phrase within the NFT space, but also the cryptocurrency space. We saw this happen with Dogecoin way back in the day. Well, when people buy the rumor, they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so hyped on the news that when the news does come around and it releases that day, then people who probably have a ton of these NFTs or a ton of cryptocurrencies of that specific thing tend to dump on holders. That is called selling the news. So I can understand why he would say something like that. And what's interesting is that he continues to say that the amount of butthurt and toxic DeGod holders under this tweet is insane. Frank really is a genius in leading his community and creating emotional binding to the NFT. I feel sorry for all the founders in our space who actually spend time working on products. Now, that's completely fair for a person to say everybody's entitled to their own opinion. And the reason we share his specific tweet is because we want everybody to know if you're thinking that, you're not alone. But when he actually did make this tweet, you would not believe what the community did. Now, they literally embraced it. Then they started tweeting their own snapshots of the same photo that he had and repeating it. So what they did was they embraced it and they used it as the next marketing strategy to get people more interested in the collection, which was absolutely hilarious and really smart on the community's part. And so that's how people take FUD if you were a strong community. But some communities aren't that strong and they decide, we're going to go ahead and just believe this person and decide, we're going to go ahead and just sell our NFTs, our bulk, and just leave this society or leave this community and just forget it. We're not going to be a part of it. But let's talk about community now that we've kind of mentioned it. Now, these are the different type of events that have been happening around the world. Now, this is called DGolf. Now, if you haven't already, this is an amazing Twitter page that keeps you all informed regarding anything DeGods, Utes, and also golfing. So this happened in Charlotte, North Carolina. And right now they have events within the DeGods Discord page that shares with you what events are happening around the world. And one of these was a DeGolf event. So it's really nice to see that these guys, these girls were able to get together and have fun on the field. But also there was this. We also have Killer 3, which is the basketball team. Again, a lot of the people from Charlotte and also soon to be Detroit, which is going to be one of the next games. This is a great example of people meeting in real life who are holders, but also non-holders. Some of these people invited their family and friends to join in this fiasco of an amazing time. And so it was an incredible weekend. And in fact, we did see that the Killer 3 won big. And where are they ranked in the big 3? Well, Ice Cube actually had something to say about it. So this is on Ice Cube's page. He says, only 4 teams make the playoffs. 4 teams will be eliminated this Sunday in Detroit and on CBS. So as you can see, we have Killer 3 on the top row. Why is that important? Why is Killer 3 in the top row, even though it's going to be facing against the Ghost Ballers in Detroit? Killer 3 is now the #1 ranking team in terms of the current standings in the Big 3. That's crazy to know that a DeGods collection owns this basketball team way before it ended up becoming #1, and now it's becoming the top team out of the Big 3. That's completely crazy and amazing. So be sure to tune in on August 13th on CBS, and it's going to be broadcasting at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, last thing I want to share with you are the traits. Now, this is a great collage of just the traits of DeGods Season 2, what Frank had to share about it. He says the DeGods artwork was created on a dining room table in random Airbnbs across Southern California. Back then, our whole team fit around a dining table. DeGods were so cheap for so long. The community didn't really believe the ambition and dedication we were treating this project with. Before DeGods, the idea of even being #1 on Sol sounded like Moonboy crazy talk. In a way, I think when people saw the amount of love and care we put into the artwork, it recontextualized this project for everyone that was there. They started to see that we expressed that passion in every piece of software, video, and graphic design that we put out. It feels like the same thing is playing out again. This time, it's not about proving anything though. It's just about creating something that will make our community proud to hold our NFTs. And of course, that extends beyond just the art itself. So this is the last time today that we're going to be seeing this artwork as a new medium, as the standard. Now, DGOds Season 3, how is it going to be when it releases tomorrow? Well, whatever it's going to be the new standard for the DGOds collection. Now, as a conclusion and statement, what do I think is going to happen tomorrow? When the announcement happens for Season 3, you're going to see a lot of volatility within the market floor. Again, there's always going to be people that want to just trade these NFTs. They're not in it for the community. With that said, they may liquidate. They may try to sell their NFTs. And what will happen is that sometimes, as the bearish scenario, you'll see this floor price dip. Because again, this is only on OpenSea. This isn't on Blur. Blur is another marketplace. And that's roughly around 9 Ethereum or 9.2 Ethereum at its current floor price. But again, this could dip down to as low as 7 Ethereum. That's just my own point of view as the bearish case scenario. But what happens there is that I think people are going to accumulate, and probably there are people on the sidelines waiting for that dip to happen. I can guarantee you that. But in the bullish case scenario, if the announcement is worthy, if everything that Frank has said comes true and it is blowing our minds right out the water, and we find out what these points are for, then you can see that this floor price won't be hovering around 9.45. It'll definitely be above 10 Ethereum and higher. I don't know where that's going to be, but there's also the third option is that nothing happens and this floor price is consolidating and keeping around the 9 Ethereum floor price and higher, and that's the new support level. So those are your three different scenarios. A bullish scenario, a bearish scenario, and somewhat of a sideways consolidation scenario. So those are my thoughts. Let that be the determining factor when you're going to buy in or not buy in. Again, this is just educational and informative for you to understand what DGOds is doing. So stay tuned until tomorrow, which is Wednesday, August 9th. That is the day. I'm super excited to see what's going to happen. We'll cover it on our channel. We'll share with you everything that's going to happen within the ecosystem between holders, between fudders, between haters, between bullish people, whatever it is, we're going to share it on this channel. So be sure to subscribe to this channel, smash the like button. Don't forget to join our Patreon page to receive all of our alpha calls and buy and sell orders on both NFTs and cryptocurrencies. Until then, I'll see you guys and girls tomorrow.